Galactic Citizens, what's up? Here to drop some knowledge. Flacco L in the building. Um, let's see. Let's talk about how the mind works, and then we'll just move on from there. The mind is obsessed with three things: sounds, shapes, and colors. And you ask why? It's because that's all it is. That's all the mind is sound, shapes, and colors. The mind manifests what it thinks of the most, and um, in the brain there's a prism, and it's like a pyramid, and on the top of the pyramid it emits three colors from the top of the pyramid, and this is universal language. The three colors are the universal language, and so the light equals thought. Thought equals light. And the thought of what we intended is to see what we implanted inside the liquid crystal prism of our brain. Like what we are intended to see is implanted within the crystal prism. And you can look this up. You can look it up. I'm not making this up. um the suggestion travels from the original mindset to the crystal brain, to the pyramid, the all-seeing eye at the top. That's why the eye of Horus, you can think of it as the Egyptian thing, but it's something totally different. The all-seeing eye is Lucifer. No, not the devil, not Satan. It's not a being. Lucifer means light bringer. It's a Latin word derived from lucimfere, Lucimfere. Lucum means light, far means bringer. And the eye of Lucifer, or the all-seeing eye in the atom, is the AKA pineal gland. Yeah, and it's in hyperdimensional water, and that's why we can dream, and that's a whole nother subject that I have to get into. But the crystal brain, the Christ all, get it? Crystal, Christ all brain, and it's a rainbow. It looks like the rainbow. Um, we have DNA. I'm just gonna talk on stuff that like you can't deny. You know what I'm saying? Like we have DNA. That's our genetic library in every cell. It's very complicated, complex structure. It works very complex. Like DNA is not something very simple. Like you have to go into quantum mechanics to really get down to that subatomic level. Uh, there's 120 billion miles worth in our DNA. And this DNA carries codes for our physical characteristics. So the DNA carries more than 100 trillion times more info than the most sophisticated storage devices ever built. Like you could put all that together and it still won't be more sophisticated than our own storage system. We're computers. We are biological software computers. Um Everything carries the code, and it's the AGC, aka the adenine, the guanine, and the cytosine, and the thymine, all that good stuff. DNA stuff. um, that's the reader of the body software is the RNA. They teach all of this in school, but they don't tell you. They just teach you it as if it's outside of you. Like this is us. This is what we are made of. We are miracles here, honey. Miracles. Gay side came out. But uh what else? So the RNA is performing the experiments, and that influences us. Like consciousness can change the outcome. Consciousness can change the outcome of the experiment. And that depends on your belief patterns. So you can change your DNA whenever. You can rebuild and reprogram yourself for sure. Like proven. It's all about your belief system. You have to be open. You have to have an open mind and an open heart, and you have to be able to explore. This is what the ancients did. This is how they figured out all this stuff because they were curious. Are you not curious outside of what you believe in? So, I mean, I don't understand how people really think whatever you believe in, that's it. Like you don't want to go no further. You don't want to explore. No, 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 because that's against whatever you believe in. That's crazy. That sounds crazy. But so where your consciousness observes matter appears. Where consciousness observes matter appears. And when you look in the eyes of someone, you're really looking at yourself. And okay, yeah. But the highest vibration is thought. Thought is the highest vibration. Think about that. Thought is the highest vibration. And if you look at life, if you just, like Tesla said, Nikola Tesla said, everything's better when you think about it in vibrations, frequencies, and frequencies. I don't know. Look up the quote. I forgot shit. But yeah. So it's just better. Um, Higher frequencies of consciousness, like, is a breakdown of all the things and you've ever experienced. Like every section is a breakdown in the levels of things and of your experience. So matter, space, and time don't really exist. Because atoms aren't things. And Albert Einstein said this: atoms aren't things. We thought matter was things that we could touch, but it's what you make it. Like you can, everything you see is what is everything you see is what you think about the most. So your consciousness is manifesting your life. So depending on what you believe in, this is going to be your life. Like you can literally manifest whatever you want if you keep thinking about it. Prolonged thought is one of the most powerful ways to get what you want. Is to constantly keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it. You know? So yeah, that's my thing on the mind right now. So I hope that was informal. Catch you guys later. Galactic Citizens. Namaste. One love.